Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football, and we were starting with the news that the chase for Marcus Gale is not over. He's not going to Wolves, he's not coming to us. I like that, I rate that, Marcus. You're keeping your options open. We are now moving on to this game versus Derby. Wolves, right down here, could be relegated, I believe, if we get a win. We've got Charlton versus Newcastle, that's big for us. And then Blackburn versus Reading, they're kind of not too far away from us, but we're not fussed about catching them. We're not here to aim to catch Blackburn or Reading. We're here to make sure we are not caught as we look to book ourselves a third season in the Premier League. But we've got some difficulties. We've got injuries, we've got Friedel out, we've got Edworthy out. Let's have a look at the fitness. There's the fitness there. I've moved to the 4-1-2-1-2. I'm going to keep everything as it is. That saw us get some success last time out. I'm going to take Little out. I'm going to get Zendin back in. Also want Holt in for Anderson. We're still trying to train Holt to be a defensive midfielder, so we need to get him in there. Are we going to put... Yeah, tell you what we're going to do. Let's get Anderson on the bench. Let's get Doan off. Carlisle is filling in at right back for now. We nearly put this guy on, but it's probably a bit too early to be firing him in there. Song is away, sadly, so we've got Hill and Nunes. So let us click through. We're still on fast. Let's have a look at Derby first. So they are in the 5-3-2. Who have they got? They've got Dimitri Kareen. Great to see him. Seth Johnson is still there. Jack Lester. Darren Anderton. Got to keep our eye on old Danger Man Darren. So it is a wet 10 degrees. And we are looking for 3 points here. Not looking for that yellow card from Sergio Nunes. So soon into the tie here at Pride Park. Which Lescott have they got? Did I see a Lescott? I can't have. I wonder if it was Leicester. I was like, have they signed Julian Lescott? Oh, straight at the top corner from Campbell there. Looking for a little scoring streak from Campbell to fire us to safety. Confirmed safety. And we are going to play all of the relegation dogfight gauntlet, or a better name if I think of it as we're going. Davidson with the save. Oh, Lampard's in the book now as well. Frank Lampard does not want... I know he was on loan last year, but he does not want a second relegation on his CV this early into his Prem life. We're doing pretty well here. We've not had a shot on target, but we've had the 2 shots. And we go 1-0 down as I'm talking about how well we're doing. And it is Seth Johnson. We've allowed him to score. They're taking fewer risks. And that is frustrating. I don't feel like Derby deserve that. Campbell's now getting booked as well. That's our 3rd booking, so we're at least getting involved. Oh, Sigpolkson played through by Joachim, clean through on goal, has a shot, gets it all wrong, and we are going into the half 1-0 down. I'm taking Campbell off. He's playing at 5. There will be no scoring streak starting today. Lampard is going to stay on. If I need to, I might get Zendin on there and spin the 2 midfielders around. So Zendin's playing out on the left. So there was some talk about going 4-5-1, getting him attacking wide. So that's another thing we could consider. But I'm keen to stay on one formation for the time being. My worry here against Derby, though, is they've got that 5-3-2, so maybe that is what is smothering us. Kareem with a save there. Hill now booked as well. Oh, Joachim applies the finish. Kareem with the save. We finally had a shot on target. I feel like we're getting a bit more pressure here this second half. I'm thinking of going to 3 up top, though. Just pushing Julian Joachim into that front 3. Let's do it. Let's push him out. His supports in... One of these guys is dual-footed. Is it Joachim? It is Joachim. So we're going to get Joachim on the left. Sigtorsson on the right. Or Sigtorsson, as I've noticed he actually is when you click on him. So I guess that's what this symbol means. Let's get Zendin on for speed. We're going to leave Lampard despite his card. And can we get back in this? Formation change. Attacking sub. Beats the keeper, goes for the drive and hits the post. It's not what I want when I've changed formation to try and get back in a game. 15 to go, and I've killed our momentum with those changes, it feels like. Oh, he's hit the stanch. Right, last 10. Big last 10. Come on, guys, we're close. We're going long ball. Going to keep it on hard. Let's get Noel Williams on. I want this ball forward as quickly as possible. Or do nothing. Well held by Kareem. That was gifted Noel Williams on as a sub. Looked like it was a knockdown from Helgeson. Couldn't get his angle right. And we've had 3 shots on target. And could feel a tiny bit hard done by there. Wolves have won. So, Wolves have won. Charlton have drawn. Blackburn are up to 17th. And Reading have dropped all the way down to 15th with that. Don't need you to be being captain for Cameroon in 1-0 wins. I need you being in Sheffield United. Right, English FA Cup. We've got Man United versus Leicester and Tottenham versus Liverpool. Back in the days of neutral grounds. And that is a turn. That is a shock result. Shock result of the episode. Leicester, Division 1. How are they doing? They're 11th in Division 1. Nowhere. Well, they're only 6 points off the playoffs. But they are in the FA Cup final, where they will be facing Liverpool. Here's a massive game. Leeds at home versus Liverpool. I'm going to be keenly checking all of these results. And look, that's not good for us. So that puts Leeds 1 point behind us. They are on 33 points. Charlton are on 28. We are on 34. Wimbledon, like I said, maybe just getting a bit nervous. Right. Probably not going to get it. It went to Leeds in 11th last year, I believe. We are applying for that. Now, some massive games here. Here we are, 17th place Sheffield United versus 19th place Charlton. You've got 15th place Reading versus 20th place Wolves, who've just won. Probably left themselves too much to do. 11th place Newcastle versus 18th place Leeds. So again, just had a win. And the only one we're missing is Wimbledon. Oh no, Wimbledon are there. Wimbledon, 16th place at home versus 5th place Sunderland. So that's probably the trickiest tie, you would say. We've got no Friedel still. But we have got Song back. So Song is going to come straight in. Nunes is going to jump to the bench. I want to get Morris in. Morris is coming in. I'm like, I want Joachim on the bench, but I don't know who to put him in over. I think I'm going to leave him out. I am going to leave him out. So that is what I'm going to go with. We are at home. We've only got the 1 win versus Charlton. They've had 2 versus us. They are playing a crazy formation. They are playing an absolute crazy formation. 5-3-2 _Virgin 3 asterisks. Jeffrey is pulling back into that spot. They've got Richard Rufus covering. Fullbacks pushed right on. Let's see how we do against this in the first 15 minutes. Lampard sends it flying towards goal. Terrible effort by Lampard. Not what I want to see. Good save by Dean Kiley. Siggy breaks through with the goal, breaks through the ball, looked like a 1-2, and he has fired it in, and that is his third goal of the season. Are we going to get him firing in this crucial episode for our chances? That meant a lot to me, that did. Someone's just got yellow carded for a 2-footed challenge. What an age, what an era of football. And we're completely restricting Charlton at the minute. They've just had a corner. We've got it away, though. "21 minutes gone." It's a nervy one, especially after that match last time. They've had a shot on target there, so they've grown into the game a little bit, at least from that poor start. A second goal before half-time would go some way to calming me, and I presume this Bramall Lane crowd. Clinton Hill, possibly going to take him off. I can't afford any red cards here. Oh, the ball cannon's off Morris. Morris has not stepped up to the Premiership as well as I was hoping he was going to. He had such a prolific first year. Someone's gone round the keeper. Morris bears down on goal. I'm like, why is it still 1-0? We're getting so many chances, it looks like, but I don't feel like they're being represented on the stats. But that is his second goal, and we are 2-0 up, coming towards half-time. They've had Jeffrey injured. Poor old Michael Jeffrey. If we can get to... The Charlton denied a classic goal. If we can get to half-time at 2-0, though, and deny them any classic goals or tap-ins or first ever goals for first goal of the seasons, I will be delighted. And we have done it. There's 27,298 here. It's a dry 10 degrees. We are winning. I'm going to risk... I'm going to have a look at my team first. Lampard's on a 6. I'm going to take him off. I'm going to bring Zendin on. I'm going to spin Lampard and Speed around. I'm going to risk the latest scores. Reading and Wolves are 0-0. Leeds are losing, but they're facing 10 men. And where was the final game? Wimbledon 0, Sunderland 0. So at the minute, we're having a pretty perfect Saturday. If things can continue like this. Zendin goes round this man, gets into the area, strikes it with fury. He'd only been on 4 minutes, and I was preparing to get my hands up in the air for him. But it's not quite worked out. But we've got 30 minutes to go till we are getting 3 points, a crucial 3 points in this a game that's going to pretty much consign Charlton to the drop, I would say, if we can keep this. We're going to make a sub as soon as we get to the pause screen. It's harmlessly over the bar, surrounded by... I feel like the players want it. I'm going to go with Helgeson. How's Morris doing? Morris is playing a 7, so I'm quite pleased with that. Oh, top corner. He's only been on. Those must have been his first couple of touches. He'd only been on 30 seconds, it felt like. And he'd nearly put the game away. I'm going to make another sub. I'm going to get Nunes on for Hill, who's on that yellow card. Clark Carlisle doing okay at right back with his 6. I would take that. Absolutely would take that. And there is the final whistle. That feels huge. That feels absolutely huge. Leeds have lost. Wolves have lost. Sheffield United have beaten Charlton, which you knew about, and Wimbledon have drawn. Is anyone relegated? They are not. I don't want to see you making threats about Gianluca Vialli's job. But we'll not have that here on the Masio-Ball channel. Let's go to League Cam. Although I'm not getting rid of my face this time. This is important, guys. Charlton are on 28, Wolves 25, Charlton 28, Leeds 33, then us 34. With 4 games to go, we've opened up a little 4-point gap, which is good for us, considering our next game is Leeds. But this puts all the pressure on them. We've never beaten them, but now we don't even need to. If we get a draw, it's one of those things that's it's restricting them points and taking us closer to the end of the season when they're going to run out of games. It's a bit like batting for a draw. And so here we go. What is this? Match day 35? Match day 35. We've got Leeds versus Sheffield United, 18th versus 17th. Reading versus Middlesbrough. We've got our Wimbledon here. Oh yeah, Sheffield Wednesday versus Wimbledon. You've got Charlton up here at home versus Villa. We've got no Wolves. So today could be the day that they go down. Frida was back, but he's straight off to international duty, and that is a tiny bit frustrating to me. I'm not going to lie. Gary Holt needs to come out. So this is the downside of his training regime. I'm going to leave Carlisle at right back for now. And we're going to get into this game. Davidson, by the way, as we just check on Leeds, we've got Mark Fish. Well, he's become a key player in this relegation run-in. There's been talk about upgrading him, and we do need to. We can't afford sentimentality, especially as he's let that goal in from Rushfeld. But he has been a pretty important player. Not important enough to stop that, sadly, but let's see if Sigthorsson can get another goal. Is he going to be the goal-scoring streak that I needed? And I'm torn between, if Leeds do go down, we've got a couple of players we should probably be looking at, but then I don't want to just constantly be buying relegated players, even if they have scored twice past me. I was just thinking, oh God, we'll get another win against Leeds and we'll start to pull away and everything will be great and we'll be like patting each other on the back in the comments. And look what's happened. What did they pay for him? They paid 2.5 million for him. He's got great stats, to be fair. Brad Friedel, I needed you. If he gets injured playing in that USA game, because he's on an orange or a yellow, whatever colour that actually is, I will be furious. Oh, loses his man, has a shot, and Paul Robinson saved it. How old is Paul Robinson? I mean, he's got good stats, hasn't he, young Paul? He's made another save there from Lee Morris. They've also got, I was like, is that Aaron Lennon? It can't be, can it? It must be Neil. It is Neil. Right. Existential crisis averted. I was about to be like, well, how old am I? That can't be right. And Morris has had another shot that's super. Robinson's only on a 6. So we are not testing him enough. I feel like if we can get a goal quickly in the start of the second half, we're back in this. But this is not good, is it? Am I going to get Zendin on up front? I think I'm going to. I'm going to put Zendin on for Morris, and I'm going to push him out there, push him in there. Am I going to do this? With ball? Without ball? No, I think I'm going to do that. What the hell? Feels like something needs to be done. Let's do this. Hopefully that's going to cause chaos for the back line. Davidson could only parry that. It looks like it's been cleared away. Oh, and that was Zenden clipping the ball over for the head of Campbell. Campbell has not got on it, and Campbell has got 10 minutes here before he's going to be replaced by either Gifted Noel Williams or Heider Helgeson, depending on what sort of mood I am once we get into this screen. It's just been fouled there. That's not going to help him. We've got old boy Wayne Quinn had not even made that connection. Campbell is playing okay. Campbell is playing okay. It's going to be Sigthorsson off. Gary Speed's having a shocker. This is what I'm going to do. Speed is going off. Helgeson's going up, and he's going into a conventional role with Zenden there. Let's see this. Let's have 28 minutes of this, please. Campbell with another header. If you could score a headed goal, Kevin Campbell, I will be pleased with that. Come on, Paul Robinson. He's playing a 9. Right, penalty. A yellow card. That's a start. We're not going to do this. Superb play by Leeds. We've lost the Leeds once again. And this is making things extremely tense down at the bottom. Extremely tense. Let's see what's happened. Wimbledon have lost. Charlton have lost, so that's good for me at least. Are Charlton now relegated? Look at this. Leeds 36 points, Sheffield United 37 points, Wimbledon 38. Reading not going to be troubled with 41. We're just not picking up enough points to get back into that level where Reading or Chelsea need to worry. But we are worried. We are worried. We've got Chelsea next. After Chelsea, we've only got 2 games left. And those are going to be the final episode. So we're going to go into this Chelsea game, see what happens, and then we're going to have to sweat on, are we going to get like 39 points, 40 points, and potentially still be relegated? So Wolves, still in it, I believe, with that 1-1 draw. No, they're not. The first time I didn't say, are they relegated? And they were relegated. So Northampton have won the English Autoglass Trophy. Wolves have been relegated, so they will not be in the English Premier Division next year. We're not playing today, but we've got Leeds, and we really need Spurs to do us a favour here, because I do not want to be going into this game behind Leeds, because that's just going to put more pressure on us. And there we go. It was not easy to rely on Spurs for anything, but they've actually come through for us there, and so have Arsenal. So the London clubs, I owe them a little bit at the minute. So Tottenham have put a 3-0 loss onto Leeds, and then Arsenal have beat Wimbledon 2-1. Charlton have drawn 0-0. Does that relegate Charlton? It does relegate Charlton. So at least 2 of the spots have now got those R's on them that we want to also see on Leeds. I would take Wimbledon as long as it doesn't say Sheffield United. Right, we've got a little bit of work to do here. We're 1 day away. I'm thinking that Friedel's just going to go back in, even with the orange. If he's fit enough to play for the US of A, then he's fit enough to play for Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Right, Birmingham, kind of rivals at one stage of the previous Ipswich playthrough, are coming back. So someone's already been promoted. Who is that? Oh, it's West Ham. So West Ham back at the first attempt. Birmingham joining them. And then we've got Barnsley, Burnley, Forest and Bolton making up the playoffs. And here we are, Monday Night Football. On Monday Night Football, the final game of the show, of the episode. I think he said playthrough, but it's not. We've already established there's going to be an episode Friday. Right, we are down both centre-backs. Is Edworthy's out for a week with a groin strain? I think that's too much to risk. I think I'm going to put Doan in. I think I'm doing it. Leaving me with Carlisle, Sergio Nunez, Coughlin, Cowlin. Have never got to the bottom of that. And then I'm going to leave... Yeah, Holt is I've ruined Holt. So he's staying on the bench. Campbell is coming out. Campbell is coming out. Noel Williams is going in. I want to get Zendin on. I feel like we need Zendin. Zendin is coming in for Morris. Morris has not done it, so he's dropping to the bench. That is what we're going with. We're at home. This is not Stamford Bridge. This is Bramall Lane. It is a breezy, wet 15 degrees here as Tom Jones takes charge of this crucial match. Chelsea, defensive counter. Great. They've got so many good players. How are they struggling away down here with us? This is going to be a lot harder than I was potentially mentally considering. They've got Sensini. How is that fair? How is that fair? Sensini to Andy Cole. At least it has been ruled out. They've got LaBeouf. They've got Desai. I do have Danny Higginbottom just to balance it out a bit. We get a goal or a assist from Doan, but we've got Bram Bayala, the defensive midfielder from Torino, putting one in from 35 yards, I think it said. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. I really need a striker to hit form. A striker, an attacking midfielder, a makeshift right back, anyone. I just need someone to do something. I'm going to have to do something about this defensive counter. I'm like mentally processing what I'm going to do at halftime. I don't know what it is. I think I'm going to go 3-4-3. But we'll have to look at the ratings when we get there. We need to get there at 1-0 as well. Right. 30,000, a huge crowd, so thank you to that. Doan is doing okay there with his 6. Let's do this. Let's get it on direct. Am I going to go normal? I'm going to go normal. I'm going to leave Noel Williams on. He's going to have somewhere between the region of 4 and 20 minutes before I shout at him and haul him off. Sending straight there. Is they Mancini? Oh, it's the goalkeeper. Possibly the second time or maybe in the third time that I've seen that. I wondered if it was Roberto. Oh, we've hit the post. This is more like it, Sheffield United. This is more like it. I'm going to get to 60 minutes, then I'm going to press the Sheffield United tactics button, and it's going to be striker change time. Strikers, attackers, everyone's coming on. Noel Williams on 5, he's coming off. Campbell is coming on. I'm going to get Morris on for speed. I'm going to leave Morris left. I'm going to put Morris to the middle, Zenden to the left, Lampard to the right. Can this get us an equaliser? I'd like to point out I had a coughing attack off camera. I'm not actually that upset that I'm crying, just in case. There may be some tears on the next episode, though, if this stays like this. Header from Ola Anderson. Morris on the rebound, blocked. I'm like, look at this. What a difference in Sheffield United in this second half. Can we get a goal? We've got a goal. It is Sigthorsson, the scorer. He has scored again. We've pulled level 20 yards out. 5th goal of the season. He's getting 1 in 2. Is this man going to save us? If we get another goal here... Don't let one in. Ola Anderson, what a pro you are. Right. Not really got anything else to do, though. I'm going to bring Helgeson on there. Like, just get him on for the corners and stuff that we might get in this last minute. And it's final whistle, and that feels pretty big. That feels pretty big, that point, which left us in 17th. It's left us 2 points ahead of Leeds, now level with Wimbledon, with 2 games to go. So we will have both of those games on Friday. Bjornaby is not going to be part of one of them, though. And we've got Coventry, 15th, Aston Villa, 7th. Let's have a look at our rivals just before we fully end. We did check Leeds before, but I can't remember. They've got Wimbledon, Man United, so that is huge. That Wimbledon game is huge. And then they've got Leeds and Charlton. So you would expect now it is between us and the loser of that Leeds-Wimbledon game, really. Because if Leeds win that, they're going to leapfrog Wimbledon. If after all this Sheffield United Leeds drama, Wimbledon end up occupying that 18th spot, they're going to be pretty annoyed that they've had so little showings, haven't they, throughout the episodes. But there we go, people. Thank you very much. A win, a draw coming late from behind there with a change of formation, and then that disappointing defeat, but that has seen us. I'm like, how many games did we just play? Yeah, we lost to Derby as well, didn't we? So 2 defeats. So there we go. I'm going to start this again because I've already forgot how many games were in my own episode. We had 2 poor defeats. We lost to Derby and we lost to Leeds. We could have been safe by now, but we've got a win versus Charlton and a draw versus Chelsea. Given the form that we're in, it's kind of hard to want or expect too much more than that. But going into Friday's episode, we're giving ourselves the driver's seat, really, on this. Those two have got to play each other. We've got to play other teams in and around us, but then they've both got, well, Leeds have got, they've got the hardest game on the final day of the year. So I'm 4 points on Friday, and I'm guaranteeing us safety. Thank you and goodbye.